So this is my 1970 Karmann Ghia. So basically, I want to fix the dash pad or the interior dashboard. When I bought it, it looked a little scratched and like ugly, to be honest, dirty. And when I've always wanted the Karmann Ghia, I've always loved the later models because I love that wood grain that you could put on there. And all it is just a plastic. You just gotta glue it, make sure it's on there. Or first take the top and bottom dash pads off, then glue it, and cut the holes for when you put the instruments on the dashboard. And then everything's good to go. But basically, I'm just gonna show you how to do that. And honestly, I don't know shit. I've never done this before, but I know it's not too bad. I mean, as long as, I don't know, I've watched, maybe there's one video on YouTube and a lot of forums online, like Samba, or just basically any internet forum with old guys talking about it. It shouldn't be too bad. You just gotta be really, really delicate and take your time. And when you're making those holes specifically, not to overcut, or else it's just gonna look ugly and you just mess it up. So yeah, I don't want to waste my money. So yeah, I'm gonna order that wood grain pad from CIP1, and once it's here, then I'll put it on and we'll see how it goes. Now guys, before doing this, I highly recommend that before, when you remove all those instruments on the dashboard, that you label each. I mean, honestly, I did label some, but I think either you label each and every single wire, or take a video and take lots of photos of what you're doing each step of the way as you move forward. That's the only way it's going to make it easier, and you'll be able to retrace your steps, and this will not be hard at all. Alright, we've labeled the wires. L for left, red, M for middle, which is connected to that top, whatever the fuck that thing is. That's important though. Bolts, it's kind of hard to reach, but they're easy to find. For example, that's one bolt right there, or one thread for the top dash pad. The other one is like right there in that corner. And the third one is somewhere over there. You will have to remove this glove box anyways to reach one of them, to reach one of those bolts. And also you have to remove it in order to put that wood grain in front of it and everything. And same applies for the bottom dash pad. So one of those bolts, once you remove those top and bottom dash pads, or the bolts should I say, then it's just as easy as pulling them out. Alright, look. Those are the 4 bolts before, you know, from the front, and then they also have these, just like these snap-on things that are apparent. There's like at least 4 of them, I think, but they just snap on. Remember that bolt right there attaches on that latch on the side. Oh my gosh, man, we're getting close. We're getting close. Wow. Close. To recap, we took off this, so the cross goes on the top, the left and the right goes with these bolts with the washers on top, and they go through this. And then I'm gonna take this off, 2 bolts under in order to get this side. Like perseverance. That's how it was. Okay? To the ground like that. Take it out. If I can fucking get my fucking finger. Take it out like this. Ooh. That's it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a gas gauge, speedometer, clock, you got a big lighter, wipers, clock, radio, and then the dash hinges. The bolts on top, don't forget about the bolts on top.
After that, there's 3 bolts on the bottom right here. I know that. Don't forget, when you install the top dash, you're covering some bolts you're gonna need to screw over. For example, that's 1. That's 2, that bigger one. 3 right there, I believe. That's it. That's honestly it.
Drive your car down to the sea.
Oh baby, check that out. That looks pretty good. And you know, I tell you what, I've never worked on any of these cars. I just got this car as my first car. Actually, the bus was my first car, but this is my second car. And it's only Volkswagens that I own. But that's how you learn, through experience. You got to do it yourself. If I paid someone to do this, this would have been like a $200, $300 job. So, I mean, look, just make sure no overcuts, nice and clean. And the number one tip I can say when doing that is take your time. Don't rush it. It's going to take some time. Just slowly work at those holes, especially around the edges. And another tip is use the heat gun to heat up your knife when you make those cuts. It'll make it glide better and quicker, but then you also have to be careful, especially around the edges. But that'll kind of speed up the process. But I tell you what, it came out really, really nice, and now you can say you know how to do that. Another tip I can say is when you're putting back the knobs, make sure that you secure them on with the motor behind the dashboard, like very securely and as tight as can be, because when I was putting them back, I noticed that the hazard lights wasn't working correctly and it was kind of flickering. So, and that's because it wasn't screwed on correctly. So make sure to do that. But guys, I mean, that's basically it. It came out pretty good, honestly. No lie, like it came out pretty nice. Make sure that, yeah, everything's connected back. Everything is safe and sound. Very nice. Very nice. Done. Leave a little bit of excess around the glove box, and then use the heat gun to heat up the edges, and then you'll kind of fold them and make them, it'll be more malleable, and then you can fold it and make it look flush. You don't want to cut it too thin. Yeah, I even installed a cigarette lighter so you can charge your phone. And you know, if you wanted to smoke, but I mean, I wouldn't do that. That's fine. When you're making those cuts around the edges, you don't want to overdo it. You want to make it look nice. And honestly, it looks new. It literally just looks like a new car. So I am very, very happy with that. Nice how it came out.